Shalom. This is Shalimar from the Great Millstone Atlanta Camp. Before I get started in this lesson, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash. Double honor to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone that teach and rule well. Peace, love, and safety to the hopeful elect. All right, this is going to be another Today in the News, and the major talk of today and yesterday, by yesterday being June 1st. Today's June 2nd. Um, by the way, this article is from May the 31st. So this is when they, this is the major talk. This is when they passed the bill to increase the debt, the nation's debt, because they're unable to pay their bills. So to basically avoid this government from completely shutting down. And they said that this is the first time in history. That lets you know how fast this place is falling. This has never happened in the history of this country, where it defaulted on its bills. Now you had the government shutdowns with the debt ceiling and all of that, but this particular time it was different because they said it was historic. Now, of course, you know that America is getting ready for war with these other countries, mainly China and Russia. So this is really a terrible time to put a cap on their spending. As a matter of fact, when you go into this article, they're going to talk about what they're cutting, and it's mostly government assistance. So a lot of you military vets that's receiving assistance, a lot of you people that's receiving Social Security, a lot of the old people, a lot of the younger people that's receiving food stamps and government housing and all of that. Those funds are getting ready to be cut. And we mentioned this years ago that this was going to happen because this government can no longer take care of itself and its people. They're going to turn on the people, because really the citizens of this place is really the assets of the government. Right? This country really has no power. The people having faith in it is what's giving this power. So as soon as that sedition come, hey, that's gonna be it. The rich people are gonna, their stores and their businesses is gonna crash because they won't be able to feed on the floor to supply their wealth. All right, because that's all it's about right now. The rich feeding on the poor to keep business going, and that's what keep this government pushing forward. But hey, it's about to go down, man. Just reading this article, it says all right, let me go down. So I'm not sure if Biden signed it last night. I'm gonna look at that a little later, but this is the major thing. It says the deal brokered between President Joe Biden and House Speaker Kevin McCarthy would raise the country's 31.4 trillion borrowing limit until January 25th, while setting a broad government budget over the next 2 years and making some policy changes such as increasing work requirements on federal food assistance. So you have women, mostly women over here, and it's not Israelite women only. It's actually the majority of Edomite women, but women overall, a lot of them sit at home with their children, especially if they're young, because they're unable to go to work, and they live off of food stamps, welfare, um, um, different government aids, and that's what gets them by. Well, guess what? Now these people have to get jobs. All right. They're gonna have to get jobs. They're gonna have to show that they're able to work. You know, if you're physically able, they're gonna put you to work. You're not gonna receive your benefits, and then they're gonna cut the benefits because you have a job. Now, if you ever apply for like food stamps, they actually see, they ask you how much do you make, you know, and if you make too much, they're gonna say, well, you don't need help, and if you don't make enough, they're gonna probably tell you need to work harder. So basically, they're getting ready to probably just completely cut this whole thing off. It's gonna happen. We just don't know how soon. But this is actually a different article. There was another article saying that it was gonna come with great consequences as far as passing this bill. All right. So that the government assistance program, that's just part of it. It's going to be other major cuts that this place is going to make. All right, because they have to get themselves ready for war. All right. And they're going to say, hey, forget, you know, the woman that's sitting home with 3 children under the age of 5 with no man. You know, hey, you gonna have to work. You're gonna have to find somebody to watch those children. You're gonna have to get your man back in the house after this place, you know, basically set it up for women to be independent, and not really independent, but depend on the government. But that's pretty much what this article goes into. I do want to get some scriptures, and I'm gonna start with Isaiah chapter 30 because it goes into basically trusting in the shadow of Egypt, all right, which is America. It says, verse 2, it says, I'm going to start from the top. Woe to the rebellious children, said the Lord Yahweh, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. All right. And that just goes into these different religions, you know, depending on the government, basically that broad way that everyone is walking in. You know, they think that America is just this great place. They think that Christianity is just, you know, the true religion of the world. Don't know that, you know, this is causing you to your iniquities to add up. All right, which is going to result in destruction. When this place fall, you're going to fall with it. But those that's leaning on the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, when he rise up Israel, those that are not leaning on this government, they're gonna rise up with Israel. Of course, we all gonna fall because we use this place to you know, we have bank accounts, but we're looking forward to this crash. We're looking forward to all these things happening. We're looking forward to the Lord coming back. We're not trusting in this, in America, you know, it's gonna be all great and the debt is gonna be one day at zero. And no, that's never gonna happen. That's never gonna happen. This place is gonna crumble faster than it can even try and rebuild itself. It says that walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. All right. So you trusting in the words of Joe Biden and you know, all the fake promises all of these, you know, presidents make. This election's coming up. You trusting in that? You think that somebody's gonna come in and actually make some changes? No. Every time a new president get elected, everything gets worse. All right. Everything gets worse. This whole alphabet movement that was started, well, actually, I'm not even gonna say it was started by Obama. Obama just, you know, kind of like turned it up. All right. And that's a known fact. It says, let's go down to 16, Salakia. Verse 12, it says, wherefore, thus said the Holy One of Israel, because ye despise this word and trust in oppression and perverseness and stay thereon. Yeah, a lot of these people, they would actually hear this truth and hear us saying, hey, this is what's about to happen. And they don't want to hear it. They want to hear that they're going to live out this American dream. As a matter of fact, let me go up. Verse 9, it says, this is a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of the Lord Yahweh, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits. Yeah, so you're going to flee to the church and, you just want to hear them say, hey, everything's going to be all right while your pastor's eating good, living in this big house, and you're out there struggling and he's still taking your money. That's about to come to a major end. The Lord is about to destroy all of that. All right. But that's what all people want to hear. I'm going to skip down to verse 13. It says, therefore, this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall, swelling out in a high wall, whose breaking comes suddenly at an instant. When that happens, hey, it's going to be all out chaos and hell out here. All right. Because people are not just going to sit in their house and starve to death. They're going to go out and make it happen. They're going to go out and take whatever they can. They're going to go into their neighbor's house. They're going to go into these different stores and gas stations and just raid. That is about to happen. I'm not telling people to go out and do it. I'm telling you, that's what's about to happen. But those that are continuing in the faith, all right, that knows the name of the Lord, that's calling on the Lord for help and salvation, those people are going to be taken care of. The scriptures say the Lord is going to have angels. He's going to give the angels charge over you, roughly paraphrasing in Psalms chapter 91. Israel, that the true Israel, the elect, Lord's willing, I'm part of that number. The 1/3 and the 144,000 are going to be taken care of. All right. Let's go to real quick, 2nd Ezra 16 and 35. All right, because this place is literally holding on by a string. You ever watch the movie or a cartoon where somebody's hanging on the edge of a cliff, and the rope that they hold it on to, those strings are just popping out, and then you see that one last string, and they're looking at that one last string like, please don't break. That's all people looking at this country. And guess what? Every time that shit break, it says, behold, verse 36, behold, the word of the Lord Yahweh, receive it. Believe not the gods whom the Lord spake. All right, so the powers of this world don't believe in what they say. If they say that, hey, everything's going to be all right, hey, it's the opposite. It's everything's going to be messed up terribly. All right, scriptures say when they say peace and safety, then sudden destruction. All right. So this place is set up to sell you lies, just so you won't go out in the streets and riot, because that's the result of people hearing the truth. They go out and they riot and they tear this place up. The government they can't afford that right now. They can't afford for a natural disaster. They can't afford for none of this stuff to happen. It says, behold, the plagues draweth nigh and are not slack. Verse 38, as when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son, with 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains come past her womb, which pains when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment. Yeah, this place is feeling those pains now, right before that child is delivered. All right. Right before that child can be delivered, these are those birth pains. And once that baby is born, that's it. You can't put it back. And that's talking about the fall of this last kingdom, Esau's kingdom. All right. Not just America, but the whole earth. Everybody's gonna feel this. The verse 39, even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side. Yes, it's not gonna nothing's gonna keep you safe. Nothing's gonna keep you safe from what's about to happen. It's gonna be plagues out here, different diseases. They already talking about that. Talking about these different plagues that's about to come starting next year. Another pandemic. All right. The economy crashing and World War III. You can't escape that. And Civil War. All right. All because Esau Edom was hella greedy. Esau Edom being the so-called white man that's ruling the world today. Hella greed. Hella greed. Think about all of these rich people on the earth. If you really look at 31.6, is it, what was it, 31.6 trillion? Let's go back. 31.4 trillion. All right. If you really look at that number, think about all of these billionaires, all of these people that's making money off America. If they could donate 10%, which is not going to do anything to hurt them, they're still going to be billionaires, but Esau is greedy. And look at these other countries. America always send money over to Israel. America always send money over to Ukraine. Always send money to all these other countries, and you can't afford it. That's another thing that people don't understand. They're like, hey, we got poor people here. Why are you sending money, to these other countries to help them? This place is through. But yeah, if all these rich people took about 10, 20% of their money and put it towards the government, that'll put a huge dent in that 31.4 trillion. Actually, it may cause it to go away. But they're not gonna do that. All right, because Esau is greedy as hell. And America is just a big business on with a large credit card. That's all it is. They trying to keep it afloat. Obadiah chapter 1 and verse 6. It says, how are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? All thy men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They have eaten thy bread and have laid a wound under thee. There is no understanding in him. All right. So all these other countries that was down with America, all its allies, hey, they about to say, hey, we done with y'all, man. Because first of all, your country is about to go bankrupt. You have the worst country on the earth as far as crime, as far as wickedness, incarceration, just the way that it takes care of its people, how it's supposed to take care of its people, is all messed up. All right. So hey, America's gonna be on its own soon. It says, shall I not in that day say the Lord Yahweh even destroy the wise men out of Edom and understanding out of the mountain of Esau? Yeah, the government, the wisdom of this government is failing. They don't know what else to do. They don't know what else to do. And people are about to start losing faith in this place. And like I said at the beginning, the people are the only ones that's keeping this place going. Let's go with the verse 5. It says, if these came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had enough? If great gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes? And that's how Esau is. He's still until everything's gone. All right. He's still until he basically just take. And when he has dried up a place, He goes somewhere else, take, dry that place up, go somewhere else, take. All right. Now he's trying to go outside of the earth and explore other planets, and all he's gonna do is go there and rape the place of his resources. You know, don't let it be people out there. Well, of course, we know it's just got the angels in the heavens and the Most High, and Yahweh Shai. But yeah, you got the heavens. If Esau could go to the heavens and literally steal from the Most High, he would steal from the Most High. But of course, that's impossible. This shit ain't gonna happen. The Most High is about to steal him, all right, and put him into slavery. But hey, that's pretty much it. This place is hanging on by a string and it's getting ready to pop. So hey, come out of the ways of this government. Lean on to the prophets that's telling you the truth, the men of great millstone, and those prophets that are also teaching the same doctrine. All right, that's who you want to lean on for your wisdom and understanding in these last days. Okay. So with that, I'm gonna give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shah, Bahashim Rakak Dash. Double honor to my elders and apostles, a great millstone that taught us his truth. Shalom to the elect.